I'm Chris.
And I'm Jeff.
Welcome to episode 66 of Fresh and Uncooked, the podcast where Jeff and I talk about fast food, new menu items and products, our favorite food memories, cooking at home, and what we love to eat. This episode is all about what, Jeff?
It's all about cooking items that you don't own, but you would love to.
But first, we got some food news to get to, including a special Star Wars version of an iconic cookie coming to store shelves. Very large Cheez-Its are now at Taco Bell.
Oh, wow.
And is there finally a store-bought guacamole that has recreated fresh tableside restaurant guacamole?
Get out. No way.
Sit back and, of course, grab a snack and enjoy episode 66 of the most appetizing food podcast ever.
Fresh and Uncooked.
Any news?
Is there any news?
I have news.
Food news. Bad news travels fast.
Jeff, open to discover your destiny is what Oreo is telling us to do for their Star Wars cookie packs that are coming to stores.
Okay.
When you open it up, it is when you'll discover if you got the dark side or the light side, aka red cream or blue cream.
Oh.
It's infused with Kyber sugar crystals, inspired by the crystals found in the lightsaber.
All right.
The cookies will also have embossments of characters, depending on which side you get, since you don't know if you're going to get dark side or light side.
Yeah. I believe they would say Sith or Jedi.
You would think they would go a little like, I've never even heard the term light side.
They've never used light side before, have they?
Right? I mean, are you even a big Star Wars person?
I am kind of by default. I think anybody that's my age that kind of grew up with it.
I wouldn't say like I'm crazy Star Wars.
I'm definitely not crazy about it.
Yeah, but I've never heard the term light side before.
No.
It's either Rebels, Jedi, the Resistance, right?
Yeah.
Dark side and light side. But anyway, the cookies will have embossments of characters of the dark side and light side, like Darth Vader, Jabba the Hutt, or if you got the light side, Luke Skywalker, Yoda, R2-D2. 10 characters across each of the two varieties, so 20 characters total. So there you go.
Are you going to buy a package of these just to kind of see what they have?
I usually don't go crazy over a lot of there's so many Oreos now. It's kind of surprising when you hit that section of the grocery store.
Yeah.
I will say the churro Oreos that came out a month or two ago.
Okay.
Were pretty fire. They were pretty good. They did take it a step further with these though, with the packaging. The Star Wars Oreo cookie packs feature original hand-painted character artwork that was done by the person that did the original movie poster in 1977.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Illustrator Greg Hildebrandt.
All right.
Oreo.com/Star Wars for pre-sale if you want to order some right this second. Rolling out nationwide starting June 10th, of course, available for a limited time while supplies last. Are you going to buy a pack?
I'm not going to pre-order them. If I run past them somewhere, maybe I'll pick some up because I'm not a big Oreo fan to begin with.
Yeah, these are just kind of just different regular Oreos with little sugar texture crystals inside, different colors. Obviously, I'm sure they'll sell out quick though.
They always
anything
do.
Star Wars,
yeah, and anything Oreo really. Now I saw that there was Sour Patch Oreos, and I heard that they're not very good.
Yeah, is that a surprise?
It doesn't surprise me one bit. Why would you do that? They just need to stop. Slow down a little bit.
The churro ones were good though, Jeff. It was actually a different cookie too. Like it wasn't just like their chocolate cookie or their vanilla cookie or whatever the yellow one is.
Okay.
It looked like the yellow one, but it was actually churro dough, like fried dough flavored cookie.
Really?
And then it had the cinnamon sugar cream in the middle.
Ooh.
They were pretty good, Jeff. They were
all right.
good.
That sounds dangerous. I might have to get some though.
I don't know if they're still around, but
Really?
what did I say? June 10th for these Star Wars ones.
Okay.
So I saw the churro ones when they were coming out, and it took about a month before they started showing up in stores for me. So
All right.
June 10th, probably won't see these, but maybe July we'll see them. Who knows? We'll see.
Do you think maybe I could trade someone 2 containers of the Big Mac sauce? The one that they had for the nuggets? I could trade maybe 2 of those for a package of this.
I don't think that a package of Oreos for 2 Big Macs containers? Sauce
Do you
containers?
think? Yeah, the little ones that are for nuggets or whatever.
I don't know if that's a fair trade, to be honest.
I think for the right person, you never know.
There is a Cheez-It cracker 16 times bigger than the original out there, Jeff, and it can be found in a couple of new menu items at Taco Bell.
See, I've seen this because it's available through the app right now. There's a lot of people on TikTok who are jumping all over this.
If you are a Taco Bell Rewards member, you do have exclusive early access right now, but the nationwide release is coming very soon. First, let's talk about the Big Cheez-It Crunchwrap Supreme. Like the original Crunchwrap Supreme, it includes seasoned beef, nacho cheese sauce, lettuce, reduced fat, sour cream, and diced tomatoes.
Mhm.
But the typical tostada shell that they put in the middle is replaced with this Big Cheez-It cracker before wrapped inside the tortilla that's then grilled.
It looks
Does that
good.
excite you?
I think it does excite me.
Okay. All right.
I had a crunch wrap. Yeah, I had a crunch wrap recently, and I don't normally get the crunch wraps.
It's been a while for me.
For some reason, I had it, and it was last week. It hit pretty hard. It was good.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really good. So I think I could do this. And of course, if I could always change out that seasoned beef for some of that steak that they have, that might be the way to go.
You can customize on their app, right?
Yes, you can.
You can play around a little bit there. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had crunch wraps 3-4 times maybe in my life.
Mhm.
Can't even remember last time I had them. So I don't think this one really does anything for me just because it has a Cheez-It in the middle. But they also have a tostada, Jeff. And that one I'm going to have to try.
Really?
Features the Big Cheez-It cracker topped with layers of Taco Bell seasoned beef, diced tomatoes, lettuce, shredded cheese, and reduced fat sour cream.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the hands in these photos. And again, if you're listening to the podcast, we are on YouTube now, and you can actually see some of these press release photos that they give out. The hand is either really large or that Cheez-It cracker just appears to be kind of smaller than I thought when they say Big Cheez-Its. I don't know.
It's a larger than normal Cheez-It. How big did you expect the Cheez-It to be?
True. I don't know. Maybe I'm just really hungry right now, and that just doesn't look like enough to eat.
Oh, okay. No, I think it has to be big enough to fit in a crunch wrap. I think that's the expectation, right?
Sure. Now, could you get on the app, order a tostada, but remove the beef completely?
You can do that.
Yeah. Could you remove the beef and the tomatoes and the lettuce and the cheese and the sour cream and just get the Big Cheez-It? Because I kind of just want to try it on its own.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
I might have to do that too. Order one with toppings and one without.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They're still going to charge you that same price.
$3.99 is the suggested price. Your Taco Bell could vary. Obviously. Okay. $3.99 for the tostada, $5.49 for the Crunchwrap Supreme, by the way.
$3.99 for a Big Cheez-It?
I'm expecting a Big Cheez-It though. I'm
okay.
I think I'm going to be disappointed when that thing comes through their drive-through window, you know?
I think this is something that we need to check out. We both need to try this in the next week and revisit it.
Okay.
And just report back and see how we really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Or didn't enjoy it. I'm already jumping to conclusions that we're really going to enjoy it.
I'm sure it's good. To me, Taco Bell though is like something that's super craveable. You have it, and then it's just like Okay.
Yeah.
You know. By the way, there is a Big Cheez-It box for $8.99. This box includes the Big Cheez-It Crunchwrap Supreme, a beefy 5-layer burrito, regular size nacho fries, and a medium fountain drink.
Okay.
So 3 ways to enjoy your Big Cheez-Its at Taco Bell. June 6th is when they're releasing it nationwide.
Soon. Okay.
Let's see here. There's a lot of Cheez-Its in that one.
They are really going at it. They're all about collaboration, man. I kind of dig that.
Hey, they're very innovative over at Taco
Yeah.
Bell. You got to give them that. Work on improving a few things. Other things might be better, but they're innovative.
Oh, so check this out. When I did have that crunch wrap, I was able to order a quesarito.
Oh,
Yeah.
which shouldn't happen, right?
I think it depends on where you go. I think there's certain locations that will still do the quesarito for you.
Okay. Interesting.
Shout out to the Lake Forest Oasis off of 94.
I don't know if I've ever had the quesarito. I don't remember.
Oh, the
It's,
quesarito is one of my favorites.
It's not like they don't have the ingredients to make everything, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Tableside, restaurant, or even homemade guacamole, Jeff. That's just kind of the way to go, right? When it comes to guac.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Holy Guacamole is introducing extra chunky restaurant-style guacamole to recreate the tableside guac experience and claims it's as close as you can get to the restaurant experience of guacamole.
Of course.
Avocados, tomatoes, red onions, cilantro, lime juice, and jalapeno peppers, and a blend of seasoning to give what they call a medium heat kick. Comes in 7.5 ounce and 15 ounce bowls and minis with 4 and 6 pack collections of 2 ounce portions. Products will be available at local grocery retailers, including Kroger, Meijer, Food Lion, and more.
All
What do you
right.
think?
You know what? I'm probably not going to mess with it, truthfully. It's nice that it's a medium heat, though. I like
Okay.
that it's medium heat. Because
Instead
if
of
it's
just
mild,
then
if it's mild, there's no flavor. Zero.
So do you think maybe that it'll just be like just the spice? And
No, I
nothing
think
else?
it might. No, I don't think it'll be that. I think it'll have. I still don't think that it'll even be medium compared to at least what my standards are of medium. Is it worth trying? I don't know. Maybe I buy this and I put my crunch wrap with a Cheeto inside of it. Or not Cheeto.
Cheez-It.
Cheez-It.
Get it right,
Oh,
Jeff.
Cheetos. Ooh, now
That's
we're talking.
next year.
Yeah. Hot Cheetos.
Probably.
A hot Cheeto
Flamin'
tostada.
hot Cheeto quesarito. It
Get
even
out.
rhymes. It even rhymes.
Get out. It's documented here. If they come out with it, I just want one free one.
Just want
That would
one
be
free-
enough.
Like every episode of Food News, you can let us know in the comments. If you're watching the video version of the podcast on YouTube, let us know if you're planning on trying any of these items in Food News. Did you try them? If you're excited about any of them. If you haven't already, subscribe to our new YouTube page where you can see each and every episode going forward. That's your Food News for episode 66. Cooking items that you don't own, but would love to.
Mm-hmm.
How many are you going to talk about today, Jeff? How many cooking items, kitchen gadgets, appliances, how many cooking related things do you not own that you would love to own?
See, would love to own. There's only one well, I'm going to take that back. There's a few,
Okay.
but it depends. Am I ever going to get these?
Mm.
One of them, I definitely have to. The others, I can kind of do without because I think you and I both, I think we have a lot of kitchen gadgets, a lot of cooking gadgets. I think we spend money in that area and we kind of get what we want, being that we're adults and, that's that's what you do with your money or what have you. But there's not many things that I want or that I can even justify in some cases. And that's the thing. There's one of them I can definitely justify. The other two I can't justify at all. I mean, I can, but I go back and forth with it.
I kind of thought of 3.
Okay.
Different price ranges, sorta. Actually, I looked up one that I thought was like $40. So I have a KitchenAid mixer, right? The big stand mixers that
Yes.
It's sitting on little tiny piece of the countertop that's next between the stove and the fridge. So it's basically as wide as the KitchenAid mixer, and it basically sits there till it's time to make Christmas cookies every year. I mean, I don't use it a whole lot, right?
Okay.
But there is one attachment that I would love to have, but again, I don't know how often I would use it. Otherwise, I probably would have bought it by now.
Yeah.
And I thought it was like $40-$50. It's the pasta attachment.
Okay.
Where you can roll the pasta and then you like switch out the thing and then you can make like spaghetti noodles or fettuccine noodles depending on which kit. There's like 10 different versions of this kit now that has just, different pasta cutouts.
Yeah.
It's $150 for just the roller one, the spaghetti one, and the fettuccine one with all 3 of those. $150 for that.
I don't think it's an awful price, but I think what you said makes a lot of sense. You get a kitchen gadget, right? And you use it all the time for maybe a month or 2 straight. Then another gadget comes along and it kind of takes its place.
Mm-hmm. It goes back in the drawer.
Yeah. When's the last time you used a Foreman grill?
2001.
Well,
but it's not in my collection anymore. So
okay, no, I still have one, and they still make them. Did you know that they still make them?
Yeah.
And they're I think $50 or something like that.
Wow.
So I've even thought about upgrading from my old one to this one. I use it occasionally. It's a cool piece, But like that's the thing. Can you justify using this thing all of the time? Is there going to be is there going to be enough frequency? And that leads me to where I'm going to talk about my first piece. And this would actually be something that I necessarily wouldn't buy. It would be something that I would build outside.
Oh.
Right. And we have good weather here 4 months out of the year.
If we're lucky.
If you think about it. But I would love to make an outdoor pizza oven.
Oh.
Yeah.
And build one.
Build one.
Like, we talking like bricks?
Yeah, I'm talking about bricks and all that stuff.
Just a big old pizza oven.
Have it be wood fire. And it wouldn't just be for pizzas, right? You could use it for steaks and all of these other things.
Sure.
But
that would be awesome.
It would be awesome, but it's really quite the investment. And like I said, I would probably use it in the wintertime because I'm the person that grills all year long.
Right.
I clean off the snow off the grill. I'll go out there and, just put the meat on there and leave it. I would do the same. I think I would do the same thing with the pizza oven, but it's a big investment to do that right. And it's a lot of work. And I'm not a pizza oven maker by trade.
Sure.
So it seems like it would be pretty intricate, but I've thought about that. I've thrown around the idea for quite some time.
Have you gone as far as picked out where exactly in the backyard it would go?
No. I mean, there's not many options.
Okay. Well,
but yeah, I mean, there's a lot that goes into it.
They do make like pellet grill, almost like mini, like stainless steel appliance like pizza ovens.
Yeah, and I've seen those, but it's just not the same.
No, of course not. But
yeah, I think it's just the whole process in making this and doing the research and then building it and all that other stuff, and then the end result being, hey, I have this pizza oven that I made. I'm not going to do it, but I would love to have an outdoor pizza oven like that.
Well, I was thinking of one of those pellet grill or pizza ovens that takes pellets like a pellet grill would.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ninja makes one.
Yeah.
They also make something else that kind of popped up on my list of something An ice cream maker.
Okay.
Like an ice cream machine. And there's all kinds of versions out there. There's actually a KitchenAid attachment for this too. I don't think I would ever get that one. There's like the standalone machines that kind of sit on the countertop, and make the ice cream. Ninja, like I was talking about that pizza oven. They make one that's kind of like does personal pints.
Okay.
It's called the Creamy. Not a sponsor. I would probably lean towards that one because you could do like personal pints. It's like $170 though, so it's like
that's not bad though. That's not bad for.
It's not. I mean, it's nothing insane, but it's like, do I need an ice cream maker? No. Is there plenty of options to have good ice cream ready to go in your freezer from the store? Yes, absolutely. But I don't know. You can get a little crazy. You can make custom flavors. You could make like special diet ones too, oat milk ones if you wanted to.
Okay.
I would use the ice cream maker more in the pasta attachment. I know that.
All right. And you eat ice cream year round?
Yeah. I don't have any weird quirks with ice cream. Ice cream can be enjoyed in February or July.
All right. I mean, I definitely don't eat it as much as I do in the summer. The summer, I'm probably good. I could have it once a week, without a doubt.
That's it.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's got a lot of sugar in it, man.
Yeah, and dairy, right?
Yeah, and dairy.
You and dairy.
All that. Yeah, sugar and dairy. I try to stay away from.
That's all ice cream is.
It's pretty much, yeah, but it's delicious. It's a great treat. Now, this other thing I definitely want, and am I going to get it? I don't know. I don't know.
But you'd love to have it.
But I would love to have it. So I like cooking outside, and I like cooking outside.
Another outside thing. Okay.
Yeah. And, like I said before, we don't have a lot of time to cook outside in certain ways. Now, this one that I want an outdoor walk where I can cook.
Awesome.
Yeah, with just propane and just a big cylindrical type thing, like a big wok.
Like you'd see a street vendor in Thailand have in front of them.
Exactly.
Right?
That's
what foot pedal to get the fire.
Yes. That is my inspiration. Anytime I see those videos, I think to myself, wow, that's the way you want to make fried rice.
Right?
Yeah.
Jeff, that would go nice right next to your pizza oven. I'm just picturing the whole outdoor kitchen experience at Jeff's place going on right now.
We had a family gathering yesterday, and my wife's cousin's husband is doing an outdoor thing, but he has a pellet grill. He's doing, the flat iron, like cast iron Blackstone, maybe not that particular brand or whatever, but something along that. The griddle, I guess.
The griddle,
yeah. And then smoker. So, and he's calling this like his outdoor kitchen, which to me, I think to myself, all of those things.
Pellet grill, smoker, and a griddle. It's a nice start.
It's a good start. I guess it is, but I guess me cooking with those particular methods, I'm not real big on them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a separate smoker. I just use my charcoal grill when I'm doing smoking. I don't have a pellet grill. I use I do charcoal. I had a propane grill, but it's done. I'm strictly charcoal.
I get a wok. I don't know how authentic it is, but it's shaped like one. And I have an electric glass top stove. So it definitely doesn't get as hot as a wok should be. Yeah. But whenever I make Chinese food, I use it. Whenever I make fried rice, it'll be the vessel I cook it in.
Have you ever put it out on the grill?
I don't think so. No.
I think you can. Those things are made. I mean, they're made to
try it. I'll have to try.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do that with mine too. It's been sitting in a box for forever. I don't know that it's been used.
Yeah, mine kind of sits in one of my cabinets on the very bottom. And then a bunch of stuff goes in it for storage of other kitchen gadgets. It's kind of like the storage vessel for them.
I understand that.
So you mentioned your family gathering in the outdoor kitchen.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would be cool. An outdoor kitchen with a pizza oven, the wok. That's my newest addition, thanks to you. The outdoor wok. The smoker I got, the gas grill and the charcoal grill I already got. This next thing would go right next to all that, Jeff. I just don't have the room for it, and I don't know how much I would use it, but it would be cool to have one of those outdoor griddles, one of those
Yeah.
Blackstones.
Yeah, I've thought about those a couple times too.
It's like, about the price of a typical gas grill. You can get to a $200 one, or you can get a $1,900 one if you wanted.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I wouldn't want it out of my deck. I got too much stuff out there already. There's no room for it. If I had a patio and a little bigger space, then maybe, but still, I don't know if I'd use it enough.
Yeah. I think the novelty of it would wear off pretty quick. I think that I would use that thing initially all of the time.
Yeah, I kind of go down the list of, okay, I got to do breakfast. Okay, I got to do fried rice. Okay, I got to do this. Okay, I got to try that, And then does it just kind of sit there? And again, weather. It's not like I would go. I don't even use my grill in. I have soup season and grill season. You know this. It's either one or the other, right? So
that's funny. And see, in my house, both of those seasons run all year long.
Right, yeah. But they look so fun. I would just love cooking on one of those too.
Yeah, I think that there's actually an insert that I can get for my charcoal grill that will work.
Mm-hmm.
So I've looked into that.
I think I have the Weber Spirit gas grill. I think they have a Weber makes these outdoor griddles too.
They do.
Really cool
ones.
Really good ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they have a top for it, but it's not the same. It's got to be separate, Jeff.
Yeah.
So those were like the biggest things for me.
Mm-hmm.
I can think of a couple of little ones. Like kind of like if I won the lotto, Jeff, and I built my custom dream house, I would have a movie theater room. I'd have the big screen, the projector, the big recliners, a couple rows.
Okay.
Top of the line sound, of course. And I'd also have a popcorn maker.
Okay.
Like a big popcorn maker.
That works.
Right next to the theater.
Maybe a nacho machine?
Ooh.
That would just dispense that nacho cheese?
Just the nacho cheese.
Yeah. And a container for those
kind of
jalapenos.
You dump the whole can into the machine, it keeps it warm, and then you hit the button and get it all over your nachos.
Yeah, almost like a nacho cheese fountain or something would even work.
That would work.
If we're talking about dreams and aspirations.
If I win the lotto, build this dream house, have a theater room, I'll have a nacho thing right next to the popcorn machine for you.
That's awesome.
While we're watching a movie. Yeah. What would be one gadgety kind of thing that you think everybody should have that you do own and that you do use a lot? Or maybe one that you've bought that you thought, I probably shouldn't buy this. Probably won't use it a lot, but you ended up actually using it quite often. Is there anything like that?
Well, I think it was a gift, an air fryer. The air fryer thing hasn't really gone away.
Okay.
It's remained pretty consistent. And before that, it was the Instant Pot. I do use the Instant Pot still. Right. But I think those two are great.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about for yourself?
I got one as a gift, a sous vide stick.
Yeah.
I got one as a gift and started using it for all kinds of things. It's awesome for steaks. It's the steak machine. When I make a steak, because whatever you're putting in the plastic bags and cooking in the water bath, you can get exactly what temperature you want. And what's better to nail the temperature on than a good steak, right? You can cook it exactly how you want it. I kind of tried a bunch of stuff with it, and then it just kind of sat, but it's come back out. and
Okay.
I've been using it a little more often than I actually thought I would. I've tried different things like chicken, and it turns out really good. So yeah, I'd say if you're looking for something that doesn't take a lot of space because it's just like a stick, try sous vide.
Okay.
It takes a little longer for things to cook depending on what you're cooking. But you can also hold it there forever. So yeah, it might take, steaks 2 hours to get to 135 or wherever you're going, but you can hold it there for 6 hours. And it won't change. It won't get any hotter. It won't get any colder. It'll just hold it there. It's pretty cool. So I'd say if you want to go a little fancy with something, sous vide, get a sous vide stick.
All right.
You know what I always see on TikTok, Jeff, are those ice cube maker machines that make the fancy ice cubes. How do you feel about those?
I was thinking about that. Yeah. My wife likes to call it makes the good ice.
The good ice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've thought about that too. But once again, it's like,
those are $300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not an awful price if you think about it, but
It is
but
not.
once again, and I think the maintenance of those things, since there's so much water involved, if you're storing it and everything,
A lot of maintenance on them.
I think so. It scares me.
Mm.
With all the moisture and things, you can get like
Sure.
a lot of mold and what have you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So but that's a good one. Yeah, an ice machine. I think we've even thrown that idea around. Yeah, because my wife only likes the good ice.
I forget the term of ice that they use for it, but it's the good ice. Yeah, the really good ice.
You're telling me it's not good ice? That's not the scientific term that they have for it?
It should be, yeah. It's more memorable. Thanks for listening to episode 66 of Fresh and Uncooked. Jeff, where can everyone follow you?
Jeff_on-air on all platforms.
You can find me on TikTok and YouTube, even Twitter or X, cooking with Chris_YT. Links to both of us in the show notes. Let us know if there is a kitchen gadget you don't have but you want. Don't think about space. Don't think about money. What would you want to have that you don't? Just let us know in the comments. Jeff, until next week.
Enjoy what you eat.